I'm back. I'm really back first because it's a long time since we don't have our podcast. And second, because I tried to have a conversation now with our guest, but we had the problem with the internet. Now I'm on the 3G. So, well, let's try again now. Okay, and I actually said something now in Portuguese. I don't know if you noticed, but it was I didn't mean it. So I'm just going to find the guest now so we can keep the conversation. Okay, so let's check our guest.
Okay.
Hello, hello. Welcome back. We are starting again. So people who didn't hear the first part will start from now. Okay? So now, first of all, let's tell people who you are and what you do. And then we can go ahead and keep track on your journey. Okay? So let's go.
Okay, very good. Here we go. So I start with I'm Lucas. Okay, again. I'm Lucas Luz. Today I'm an English teacher and entrepreneur. I have an English class. I have an English school. Okay. I start my journey with English with Miss Teacher Cleydson. Yes. Very good. So I have a lot of things to talk about my journey, but today I start with the first day in this school with Cleydson. Yes. We started in Boa Viagem, in one
Recife.
exactly, yeah,
Uh-huh.
Recife, one exactly English school where Cleydson worked. And we have a lot of experience about these classes that we have in English. We try to be fun, to have a lot of projects about dancing and the culture, all things about this. And we have a video about dancing, about groove. Do you know? Do you remember? Did you remember? It's
Of course.
amazing. It's
And
very good.
I think you tagged me lately, right? Recently, I think you tagged me on one picture of one of the events, right?
Yes, yes. I tagged, but I think it's make you probably 1 year ago. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. So one question. So we met in Boa Viagem, which is in the capital of my state. It's Recife, and
Yeah.
then I was Lucas' teacher, right? I was
Yeah.
your teacher. Now you are an English teacher as well, and you have your own English school, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so now, how did you get there? How did you end up at that school where we met? How did you start learning English? Why did you start? How this story begins?
This story begins with my father. My father get my hand and walk with me about this school. I don't know if English is the first option of my life, but come for me so like parachutes. Can I say it? So uh, I entered to learn English because I want to travel to another country. Until today, I want to travel to another country, and I start my wishes uh, in from this. Um, when I entered in that English school, I entered with the intention about want so much to travel and to know another countries. But I love the language, and you and everyone in that class show that it's amazing to learn another language, and I love it. I love the language in English. I love the Spanish language. I want to learn more more languages that I can. This started with my father. My father go with me there and subscribe me on the course. And I start the course with you. And after this, I have other courses of English and in my journey about English and to improve my English as well. But the first of all of the moments of my English is with you, of course. You have a lot of didactics and make me how to teach and how to learn more like this. I'm so glad of you because you are the person that showed me it's to be great with yourself when you are yourself. It's like so good. And
Thank you so much.
every everything that happened in my life until there um, given me courage to be, be strong, to see the world of the entrepreneur uh, like a strong people. To start an English school is not easy for everyone. It's so complicated. And I start with one school called Learn Together. I started alone, and I have a lot of things that happened in that moment before pandemic that make me be strong for continue. Uh, when it started the pandemic, I stopped the school because I don't have resources to continue and to try to see in another vision other solutions for make my dream through. I After this I start with my best friend a school called Sem Rodeio, and this school
What's the name
starts
of the school?
to
Yeah, can you say that more
Sem
clearly? Because
Rodeio.
some people here don't speak Portuguese. So for them it's
Oh, I'm
difficult.
sorry.
So,
How can I explain Sem Rodeio in English? I'm thinking about it. So, um,
okay, the name of the school is Sem Arrodeio, which is not just a Brazilian expression, but it's very regional here. We live in the Northeast, and this is one expression for us, like straight to the point,
straight to the point.
without going by the surroundings. No, it's like straight to the point.
Yes, exactly.
So go. So go ahead. For sorry for interrupting.
Here we call Sem Arrodeio. Sem Arrodeio is exactly this translator is perfect like this. So keep calm because it's slowly. Okay. So so uh, I opened the Sem Arrodeio school, the Sem Arrodeio Idiom School, language school, and we have a lot of things to improve your English. Of course, we have a lot of inspiration about our lives, what happened in the past, what we have in the future, and to be a new methodology to the students, of course. And today I'm
So
here. I
okay,
finished.
very good. Yes. I'm very happy for that because today I have students who started with me very recently. I have people who were with me since you started to study with me. There are people here on this live which I met years before I met you. It was almost 10 years ago. So I would want you to tell us just a little bit, just some things because what we were students in, we used to be in person, right? So Lucas was one of the most engaged students. So every crazy thing I started to do, Lucas was there giving support. He was very excited. He was always calling people to get involved. And I had so crazy ideas with conversation clubs, theater, dance, etc. And Lucas was there with me, giving support. You know, when you are one crazy person, you're just one crazy person, you know. But when you are one crazy person and you have people to help you, now at least you're not alone, right? So it helped me
You're
a
not crazy
lot
alone.
to apply my projects, you know, and to get people involved to believe in things. So I want you to express, um, you said that was important for you, right? And I want you to know, what at first you thought that it could be maybe something strange or difficult, but why you started to believe this crazy stuff to travel around this madness. So what did you think at first that was a little strange? Why you embraced this madness? And then I want to ask you what was the most difficult part of learning English this way?
The question is so hard.
Yeah.
Enter in the English courses after everything that happened in my life. It's so crazy. And to teach English my first job. Yes, after all my high school, I started to teach English after finishing the course there at exactly that school. Uh, After to finish other course, I started to teach in that exactly school. We was working, yeah, and I
Good.
entered because I fall in love about teaching English at my first test to approve the job to get the job for me.
You are my monitor,
I
right?
Yeah, yes,
It was
I
another
was.
project that we started there, the monitoring. And I'm so glad that one of the monitors is now a teacher, you know, and that
Yeah, yes. Well, I'm one of these that I participated at the that monitor like in two or three groups of classes,
Mhm.
and there we have a lot of uh, missions, tests, proofs, and students' complications that to resolve like this. And we see the problem and try to resolve like this, or like a monitor that we are, that we were, sorry. And so I tried so much to improve my English about the opportunities that I have in that moment, and try to be a best person to teach and the best person to learn, and learn a lot with the teachers, and teaching for the
Yeah,
students.
you were teaching English and you were teaching you were learning English and you were learning how to teach as well,
Yeah.
right? And what was the hardest part in your life of about learning English? What was the biggest difficulty that you had? What was the biggest challenge in your journey to learn English?
Uh, my journey to learn English gave me a lot of uh, problems because I stopped it a lot of times, and I try to get a lot of results in the last time, but it doesn't happen because I want to be fluent in 6 months, 1 year. I tried so much. After the course, I tried to be fluent alone, and I sometimes I think to give up because I try to improve my English by myself, and sometimes I can, sometimes I can. These things think in my mind, but I give up. I don't give up. I get up every morning to study and try to be the best of me to go ahead. And I think the hardest thing to teach you or to learn English is myself. Just the person to try to give up. It's myself. I always get up when I fall, and try to be the best person or the best teacher, the best student
Oh, sorry.
that I am that I am
You are
in
mute
that
for me.
moment.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear
Can
you.
you hear me? I think
Yeah.
for me, people, can you hear Lucas? I am actually going to
Hello.
open for questions, but not now. I just don't hear Lucas. So you can leave and then you try to come again, okay? Because sometimes
Okay.
it happens. Ah, Jonah said, Bruna said she is listening to you too.
You can
So
hear me. You
here's
can
the
hear me.
deal. Try to leave now. You can try to leave, and I'll call you back. Okay. The most
Okay.
difficult
So
for me was when Cleydson cut his hair. So this is Christina. She's from Serbia. Guys, I'm going to call Lucas again. Okay, I can hear. I can't. I think the problem is my internet. I'm very glad to see Christina. Christina's from Serbia, Bruna, and Jonas from Recife too. Many other people here, and we're going to hear Lucas' experience a little bit, and then I'm going to open for questions. Okay, for your questions for Lucas to answer.
you
Okay?
now.
Yes, now I can. I'm so sorry. So go ahead, Lucas. Go ahead.
Okay. I was talking about you are the best person of you. Uh, you can improve your English by yourself, or you can improve your English with a teacher. But you is a unique person that don't give up about yourself and try to be the best of the best of the best. It's exactly me. It's the I is the unique person that I try to don't give me the title about be fluent. Try sometimes I think about to give up, but I get up and don't give up.
So you think that
It's the hardest for
difficult
me.
part was being responsible for yourself on the way to
Yeah.
learn and to develop your English, right?
Yes. Yes.
And what's the difference that you can see now from before before we met, before you kept learning English without me, and now that you work with English, what's the difference? Can you see the difference between the world before and the world now?
Oh, yes. First of all, my appearance, yeah, is different.
Oh yeah.
And the second time is I learned a lot of methodologies, including yours. I put it in my mind. I try to be the best of the best, and learning with the others, teaching with the others, and improve yourself, like to be the best, try to give the best, like this. And it is the methodology is the first point that I put in on the table because it's necessary for the results of the student and the results for yourself. It's the the most important, the most difference of the past in the in and now.
Yeah, the method is the way that you are going to pass from point A to point B, right? And the method that you choose is going to take you where you're going to arrive. So the methodology is very, very important. And I see that for many people, they skip from one method to another, and that's not good, guys. I'm just going to see Christina's comment. Lucas, you are not teacher if you don't dance on your, on your life like Cleydson. Sorry, you didn't pass the last test. Sorry. But Lucas, tell us tell us
We
your
dance a
story
lot.
about the dance.
Yes, we we dance grew at the 2013 in the science group, the group of dance in the school that we study English. Uh, Cleydson was my teacher. Grew the spectacle, the show about the I don't know how to explain it exactly because I forgot all this history of the movie. But Groovy is the thematic about the 70 years, the century exactly, and we use the wear the clothes like that years ago and dancing a lot. It was amazing.
And some of
Uh,
the conversation classes we took the just dance and just dance, right? Remember?
yeah, just dance, of course. And Jonas, if you remember Jonas, David, Joyce was here.
What was he?
What? Yes, Joyce was here. She was
I
here.
didn't see him. And Lucas is a very
Okay.
good dancer. Christina has been
No.
dancing on my live, and she was one of my current companies. So I was dancing and working out, and talking to her. So I consider Lucas one of my disciples, one of the people who kept the learning and teaching English, and also looking for
The
alternative
dance
ways to teach.
theater,
Yeah,
dance
the dance, the
theater,
theater, the culture, the hair.
the hair.
Yeah, the hair. Krishna, really? I don't believe. I must see. So you have to go, Lucas.
We have a lot of proofs about this.
Yeah, guys, do you have any questions to Lucas? Do you have any comments? So while Lucas is here, he's going to try to answer all the questions you have, all the comments like Christina here. So now we just know that Lucas is a very good dancer. He's very good with contemporary dance.
Am
I
I? Am I?
I knew that when we were studying together. Yeah. What's your experience with dance? Share with us a little bit.
Oh God. Exactly for you or in my life? Because
No, in your life, no.
after this, I dancing a lot. I have a lot of things. I start the dancing exactly. It's not exactly played, so I started in my high school and to love how to dancing, but to big courage to dance in front of the public. It's so bad for the first place, the first time, but we here we go. But the first exactly dance about the theater and dancing like musical, it's with Cleydson. It's my first. I'm not the principal. I'm not the first. I'm not the glamour. But it was amazing. The people clap your hands. You are the best dancer. No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah, that's good. We
But
like the applause, right?
yes, we have a lot of applause in that day. We have a lot of applause in that day. Was amazing. Was amazing. And
Yeah,
the
Christina
musical
is saying,
is
I just came to say hello, support for Lucas, and love for you both from Serbia. Thank you so much, Christina. It was so good to have you here and talking to us, going to the topic of the conversation.
yes. Thank you. Thank you.
So go ahead, Lucas.
And after this, uh, I don't have other experiences about music, but I have some dances with some groups, just like pop music, like this. It's a simple things. It's not about concerts or go to show programs. No, it's just the basic to go in my kitchen, dancing about one music, hear some musics on my hearing.
I'm crazy
That's it.
to get back again to give classes in person so I can get back to the dances, to the theater, to everything. And Sarah is saying, good teachers and good dancers. Sarah has studied with you, right? Remember, Sarah? And
Yes, I was a monitor of her classes.
oh, you were her monitor, right?
Yeah.
And Lucas, now tell us, how do you teach English?
Oh, very good. Very good question. And so I teach English nowadays with one methodology about that talk about nature learning. This methodology use the born communication of the mother with the sons and have a comportment about how the teacher improve the English with no natives or people that doesn't have to touch or haven't get in touch with the language. It's like a baby, or the student's like a baby. You put the words in his mouth and try to give him the independence about the words, the expressions, and to create phrases in accordance with the time. And in last times, in the few times, the people are talking a lot.
Good. So it's baby steps, right? Just
Yes,
let me read
yes.
some questions, some comments from Christina. I'm friends with Cleydson. Nice to meet you. My English is bad, but forgive me, please. No, your English is not bad. And I forgot to tell you, Christina was a dancer. I was a dancer
Christina was a
too. I
dancer.
was selling flowers and paying dance classes like that. Yes, Christina, I forgot telling people, but Christina always kept coming to the lives where I was dancing, etc. And then she didn't tell. We talked a lot, and then she said, "Yes, I kind of was a dancer too," and I was, "Oh my goodness, how come she be embarrassed with her English if I was dancing in front of a professional?" So no, we can't, right? So Lucas, you were saying that your methodology that you teach now,
Yeah,
you take the person to start naturally, right? So the teacher helps the
yeah,
student to go step by
yes,
step like a baby, and then they can speak naturally, right?
Yes, very good. The people try to come with this methodology, try to learn the little words like to work, to want, to speak, to study. After the people talk about how to improve your English about business, how to improve your English about medicines. And so it's a evolution that we have to see, to be close to the student, to improve this English and to test this every time and repeat every time the word to assimilate it, to get in their
Mm-hmm.
minds. And so
So this is
he
so.
usually have a lot of results.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I would say and he usually have a good results. Okay? But we have always have students that don't have the result that they waiting for. They hope to be to improve your English in 6 months. Sometimes they can't, but we can talk about this. That we have some different persons, different people to learning, to different people to adapting, and we have different forms of learning.
Mm-hmm. And
And
that's important to mention that I also have a course that has the time of 6 months, but I always tell my students that people have different rhythms.
yeah,
Some people need uh, a short time to start to be fluent. Other people take longer than 6 months. But I never tell people are going to be fluent. Like, no, you are surely going to be fluent because people are different. All of them have different ways to learn as well. But I believe that one semester is very good for you to start to understand the structure, right? There
yes, of
are
course,
patterns, there are standards that you can start to get used to it. And from that, it's not the end, but that's the beginning of your own journey to walk with your own legs, right? And
yes, of course.
Christina is saying, we were both like shy. I was blush with my English and he with his dance skills. No, Christina, your English is excellent. Your English is excellent. So,
to
we
to be
all,
a English student of Cleydson and to be shy does not match.
yeah, she was not my student, but maybe, Christina, maybe you can join my conversation group. Why not? So,
Yeah, why not?
talking about that, can you explain how Sem Rodeos work, where people can find it, how they can be your students?
Okay. Senhor Dale is a platform. We have a website called senhordeio.com. Everybody wants to search on the Google Learning can find me there. And on the Facebook, on the Instagram, we have Sem Rodeio Oficial, Sem Rodeio Oficial. On the Facebook, on the Instagram, and the LinkedIn too. Okay, so it's amazing. It's a good pleasure to see and to talk about my school here because the school started with your inspiration too because you make
So
part of
happy for
mine.
that.
Okay, you make part of course you are one part, one little part of my heart.
And I'm proud of
Okay.
it. I'm so proud of you. I told you. I told you I'm so proud
Yes,
of you.
of course. And so we have we are on the Ciarrodeio to be the mission of to improve the English of the Brazilian society, to change the taxes about the last persons to talk in English. We are here. We are English teacher. We have a lot of good English teachers. We have a lot of persons who want to learn, but we have just 1% of the mass, the population of Brazil talk fluent. It's bad. It's bad for everyone. It's bad for the country, to the how to receive the other or the to the abroad people, to exchangers, to the foreigners, how to have a communication with them, and how to improve them to see other countries like this.
Yes,
It's
like
it's it's
Christina.
bad and it's good.
Yes, like Christina. Christina doesn't speak Portuguese. I don't speak her
Oh,
language as well, and we speak English. And we never met in person, right? But she is here to joining. She is a person who I care a lot, and she's saying, and I didn't say, Cleydson, show me something. That was just for my eyes. That was his cat. Oh yeah. Oh, now I get it. And Lucas, how can people find you? Because some people are going to watch it later, so they're not here on Instagram. And tell us your personal social media if you can share anything. How can people find you and follow you, talk to you? How can people get to you?
yes, follow me on my Instagram, my personal profile. It's a Luz Negra that we can call here. So
At
a Luz
A
Negra,
Negra.
Negra.
So, guys,
Yes, at
if you are just listening to it or YouTube, etc., so there will be a link on the post that has his
my
his user.
tag, my
Okay, go ahead.
yes, my user. Yes, very good. It's amazing. It's amazing. I like it so much. New persons. My personal profile. I talk about colors, about the poetics, poems, about the culture, about my things. What I think I post in my profile. I like so much. But there are almost things that I improve there. I try to be polizated, uh, to be one person that participates of the society to change their minds, to change the minds of last things, the old thinkings. Okay, to thinking new. I try to
Okay.
improve this on my new profile.
So, there is a comment from No Interior é assim. When I know how to pronounce it like that, want a live with you. What? When you know how to speak like that, right? So I will be glad to bring you here when you want to speak. Just talk with me in private, okay? And with Lucas, congratulations on the tone of voice. It's perfect. I don't know. I think it's
Oh, thank you. My
so.
tone
And
of voice
you may talk
is
to
amazing.
Lucas too. Lucas is saying he speaks about some things about politics, right? So here on my Instagram account, etc., we don't speak about politic parties or some controversial things because my intention is educating you to know the best way as I can, as my limited power can do for you to walk with your own legs with conscience, right? So I always bring people. I bring different people here. I am
Yes, it's very good.
always open for speaking, for talking to people, for debating, and I want you to think with your own head, but always with conscience, right? So if you don't agree with anything that Lucas posts on his personal profile, you don't need to follow him. You don't need to say
Yes.
anything bad for him. Okay, so here we're cultivating love, right? And
Yes, of
love is
course.
all of what we want to spread,
Love
okay?
is the first place. Love is in the first place always. Okay?
No interior sim.
We can
Yeah, so you keep learning with us. So go ahead, Lucas. You I
Yeah.
interrupted you again.
Okay. I forgot what I was.
Oh, sorry.
I was
So
I was talking about my profile. After this, I the person have me congratulations about my tone of voice. Yes, I was practicing with a lot of foreigners. Did you remember about the World Cup in Brazil?
so you're asking me? Ah,
Yeah,
or maybe you too. Yes, the World Cup was a good opportunity for many people, right?
I make a lot of friends there, and then, of Canadians, of Korea, of Chinese, and try to learn more about the culture of the people and talk with them in English. I talk with the Indian people. Oh my God, it's so different. The accent of Indian people it's so terrible to understand, but I will try to understand. We have a lot of practice to understand and to improve this is amazing.
That's something that I
Other,
always try to remember people because sometimes people just think that they are going to speak whether with someone from the United States or England, right? But you may speak with someone from India, from Serbia, from
yeah.
China, from anywhere, right?
I passed one time of my life in one camp of exchangers. I
With foreigners,
while
right?
with foreigners, yes,
Uh-huh.
exchangers. It's exactly because the people come to study here.
Oh, sorry, I understood something different.
Oh,
I
no
understood
problem.
strangers, but go ahead.
Yeah, it's not strangers. Okay, oh my God. So exchangers and the people coming to Brazil and to be in the camp to learning about the culture of Brazil, about food of Brazil, and the social and political things that we have here. I'm there, like yeah, intermediation about the communication because the people don't talk in Portuguese, and I try to talk for them. I don't.
That-
I was there in the morning until at night. In the morning until at night, about 1 month. I talk about Russians, Italians, Portuguese. The Portuguese try to speak in Portuguese Brazilian but can't. Doesn't happen. Um, the people of the USA, Chinese, and one Indian people. One Indian person. No, two Indian people. I'm sorry, I have two Indian people. One Mexican. I think that's all. No, have two Asian people. One of the Philippines, other of the China. It's approached so much my English because I try to understand everything, but I can't. And when I start, after this, I have to a good communication with them. To have this experience, it was amazing, and to speak a lot with them every time, all the day long. The people talk about me. I learned some things in German, I learned some things in French, and some things in Italian. And the people talk of me. It was amazing. I love it so
to
much.
another level, right? It's so
Yeah.
so rich, and you learn
Yes,
a
it
lot
was so
here,
rich.
right? You learn not just about the language and to understand people, but you certainly have a lot of culture, right? Because you have
Yeah.
experience with people from everywhere.
I I start to thinking in a sense after this. I'm thinking, why we study just the American English or just England English? Because we have a lot of sense all around the world. And I'm thinking
Yeah,
about it. I start to
there are
learning
native,
about the other countries.
there are native English speakers from Australia, from New Zealand, even from Africa. Some people don't remember that
Yeah,
in Africa you have people who speak native English. Nigeria, right? But what else? We have in the Central America, the in the Caribbean. I don't remember the name of the country, but
Jamaica?
Jamaica. Yeah, we have so many places, but we always focus on the United States or England, right?
Yes. And so I started thinking about it to improve my English with all the accents and learning about it. Water, 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 wapa, and a lot of water that we
Whoa.
learn. Wool. We have we learn. I learn a lot with the another natives that we can talk about so much.
Even with
And
people who are
after
not native.
yes, with the people we're not native to, of course. Exactly, is not native of the one country to talk in English, but to have English like our official language or second official language like this.
Mhm.
It's amazing. It's awful. It's not awful. It's wonderful.
Yes, it is. And Christina is saying, love, support, peace, hugs. Love, support, peace, and hugs for you too, Christina. I think it's a
Hugs.
good one. Okay. It's so good to have you here, Christina.
Love is
Sarah,
support.
Sarah is saying, interesting. You speak about different English languages.
English.
I never
Yeah.
thought about that. Yes, yes, and not only native English speakers, but we also have people who live different places, like people from, like, for many Brazilians, it's easier to speak with people, right? I don't know if you heard. Did you hear?
You stop it.
Oh, you're mute for me
But
again. Oh my goodness. I think it's so. I'm going to call you again, and then we can wrap up to finish. Okay, so you may
okay, no problem.
get out, and I'm going to call you
I,
again.
I'll,
But in the
I'll, I'll
meantime,
close it again.
even for Brazilians, sometimes it's easier to understand people from Portugal when they speak English. I don't mean that Portugal is bad, etc., but uh, there are people who are not native, but you can communicate with them through English, and that will help a lot. I think I can hear you
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
So, Lucas, thank you so much for being here. If you want to share anything else, you have a message to say, what is going to be your word for people who are still in the journey, still in the way to speak or to develop their English?
Um, the first thing that I want to say that you are the creator of your reality. And the second thing is thank you. It was amazing to be here. I want to say that it's a pleasure. It's so good to share the same place of the best persons, teachers that I have in my life. And I'm so glad of us and the first of all of you, of course.
And I'm so glad to
It's
have you here, Lucas, because it's so good to have one student of mine who is now a teacher and has other students, and you are bringing all of your personality, of your excitement, all of what you have, and I'm so proud, I'm so happy, so glad that some way I could be in your way, I could help you somehow to do all of that. Just to complement what you said, that you are the creator of your reality. Some people take that to extremes, right? And I believe that many people have different levels of privilege, right? But if we wait for the perfect opportunity for us to start to do things, we're doing the wrong way. right? Because I
Yeah.
would never learn English if I was not out of my reality. It was out of my reach, but I made my own way to create this reality. For other people, it will be harder, but even when the situation, when the circumstances are perfect, we can still procrastinate, right? So
Yeah.
I think it's a good way to think that the world will not do things for you, and even when it does, it depends on you to do that right and to conquer what you get. Because if people give it to you, if you're not good to manage it, it's going just to waste your opportunity. And the higher you go, the bigger will be the fall, right? So,
Yeah.
Lucas, thank you again so much. It's very a very happy situation you here, and I hope for you all the best. And once again, thank you so much.
I hope for you all the best too. Dude, you are the best.
We are.
We are. Oh, you are the best. You are the
No,
personal
no, you
creator.
are. Okay. Thank you, Lucas.
Thank you. Thank you, Cleydson. See you.
So, guys, go follow Lucas. So get to know Senha Rodeio language school. And if you want to join our lives, to talk with us, to ask questions to our guests, to be with us, so come to Instagram. If you're watching that on YouTube or other platform, the links are on the description. If you're just listening to the episode,
Oh,
the link is in
of course,
the
the people follow me to be here. Follow Cleydson. Of course. Don't forget. Don't forget.
Yeah, so if you are coming here and you like Lucas, go follow him, and I'm sure he's going to be another good influence for you. Okay, so guys, thank you so much to be here, and I see you on our next live talk. Bye bye.
Bye bye, people.
Bye bye. Thank you, Krishna. Thank you, people. Bye.